Yes. So I was actually born in Mexico, and I come from a very mixed family. My maternal side is Mexican. My paternal side is Portuguese. And I learned, so I do Reiki, and I do tarot reading, and I work with dreams, and I work with crystals, and I love working with sound. With Reiki, I initially actually started with, I lived in a ranch. I grew up in a ranch. So I initially started doing Reiki actually on animals, it was fun, and at times it was difficult because like goats really don't stand in one place. So you have to like chase them. But it was a fun time, that I learned with my grandmother. I started doing tarot, probably practicing when I was about 7, 8 years old. So I was very blessed to grow up in a very holistic family from both sides. As my grandmother from paternal, I was a gypsy. So all this is so normal, So I grew up very tree hugger, if you want to say, which I love it, and I get made fun of all the time, and I don't care. So Reiki, as we know, is the life source that is in everyone and everything. And when we use sound along with Reiki, it kind of just assists us in accomplishing a lot of things, what we're trying to accomplish a lot faster. And there's so many different things. So a few of the things that I use that are very common, I love using tuning forks. And the tuning forks that you can find them in sets. And the tuning forks that I have, they are all at a certain vibration to each chakra. So, it's a great way to actually get the chakra moving, to get it flowing. There's a lot of singing bowls too. And at Everything Just Rocks, we actually have a set for every chakra, which is an awesome way not only to get that flow of the chakra, but to get the energy going so it can dissipate into the aura and get it moving. There's also things that you can use like crystal pyramids, which is another great tool. I also sometimes you can use drumming, you can use rattles. And I always like to tell people, all these things are tools. Ultimately, everything, your intention makes it so. And your movement makes it so. But movement is so essential to us as humans, as individuals. When we add sound to it, it just allows us to move energy as it is. Because if we don't move it, if we don't take care of that energy and get it flowing, it gets static. And as it compresses and it becomes, then it goes into something within the body that sometimes becomes an illness or sometimes becomes an ache, or it's just, and all it takes is just getting it going. So Reiki, sound healing, anything of that sort is a great thing to add to your self-care routine. Just how you go get a facial, at least I do, go get a facial every 4 months, maybe a massage every 5 weeks or so on, it's just something that you want to add to it. It's just super beneficial for you, for your energy, and for those around you too. Because as we know, you're able to do Reiki on a table, you're able to do Reiki on your animals. There's a lot of animals that love Reiki. Actually, I just had that conversation with you where cats are so difficult. They think that because they're supposed to be doing energy work for us, so when you're like chasing your kitty. So it's just an awesome thing to do. I was very blessed growing up in a very holistic house, and I love doing this. I truly do. I enjoy it. I enjoy anything having to do with, I don't know what we nowadays call magic sometimes, and it's just awesome.
Cool. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome. You're welcome.